You have now entered the lounge. Grab a drink or some food and let's chat, okay? Welcome to the lounge. We're about to do a marathon, couple episodes back to back. This is Women History Month. So, what we are not about to do is let the patriarchy, the men, come and disrupt our Women's History Month, okay? So, if you did not know, Kristin Cabot went on Oprah Winfrey's podcast to talk to tell the truth about the Coldplay concert and how it all came about, yada yada yada. And while I do not think that we should be highlighting victims, let's be real. That lady, his wife, is probably still with him. So we're not going to hear her side of the story. And truthfully, she can speak because it happened to her. But I want to talk about things that like are kind of bigger issues when it comes to this whole thing. 300 billion people seen this. I want to talk about the um violence against women. I want to talk about safety concerns, and I also want to talk about how women uphold this patriarchy as well. Okay? So there's just a couple of things that I want to talk to about this whole situation. I listened to the whole interview. It was a couple days ago. Let's see how many views that interview had. Because when I watched it, it was like 500,000. Then it went to 700,000. But we're gonna see how many views it is at now. But what I thought was funny, or kind of I guess quirky, is her ex-husband, because I'm guessing they got a divorce, the one that she was getting a divorce to, and the I guess the her boss have the same name, Andy. 2.9 million views in 5 days. That's crazy, right? 2.9 million views. Okay. And also, what I don't want to do is do this like white tears things, like she's crying white tears. So it's like, how they talk about white women, white tears, stuff like that. That's really not the lane either, because at the end of the day, I don't necessarily feel sorry for her, because what they say, you play stupid games, you get stupid results. You are the HR director and you're working under your boss. Clearly, you all didn't care about that, and you go to a public place. Now, the irony of the fact that they got caught and put on this cam, honestly, it was because y'all was hugging up and stuff like that. And she's like, "Oh, this was our first time," which I don't necessarily believe that, because she talked about how she was going on lunches and stuff like that with him. So y'all kind of got familiar. Y'all were already familiar enough with each other because y'all worked together. Y'all had long hours. But you were, she says that she was separating from her husband, who she met during COVID. And he said that he was going through separation as well. What have we learned? Men lie. But we already knew that. We didn't need this Coldplay cam to tell us that men lie. We already knew men lie, okay? So that's kind of just the gist of it. So she talks about what leads up to it and different things like that. Um, and then she just kind of shares her stories and talks about how she's been having a hard time navigating it, what's been going on, and kind of where she's at right now from that time. That video had 300 billion views. So I took some notes down and we're just going to talk about it. So my first thing is that the violence against women, she was saying people were stalking her, paparazzi was at her house. She tried to go away to like take a break or whatever, to not check social media. She thought it was all going to blow over, and they were talking about how they were going to tell the board and stuff like that, which I don't know if none of that is true, because it came out and then the board found out. So there's that. They live in Boston. I didn't even know where the heck the concert was even at, but I did a video of this on my channel, and I talked on my TikTok. I'm not a therapist, and I talked about Andy's statement. So that's kind of why I talked about it again in general, because he put out a statement. But I just think that like at these critical times of social media, it is so dangerous right now. Like, and people are getting really besides themselves. Paparazzi, like, you know where they live. Like, some stuff like should not be for public, I don't even know what it's called, like public record. Like, some safety precautions should have to happen, because she was talking about that people was at her house, she couldn't go out, her family had to come like and stay with her and different things like that. And I was just like, that is so crazy and sad. And she has kids, she's taking her kids to school and stuff like that. She couldn't even take her kids, like even go to some of her like events and stuff like that for the kids, because like women, now this is what she said women be coming up to her, be mad and stuff like that. And I was just like, she has empathy for them, but I was like, they're triggered because they men cheat. They know that they men cheat, and instead of us being mad at the men, we're being mad at the woman that he cheated on her with. I don't even know if they cheated. We don't even know if they had intercourse. We don't even know nothing about that. And that's where I'm talking about the patriarchy. Y'all are mad at her, but y'all are mad at him. He had a wife at home just like she had a husband at home. Now she says that they were getting divorced, and she talks about how her daughter told her that the ex was going to be at the concert, and so that's why she was like, so like, not wanting to embarrass him and stuff like that. But let's talk about it. The patriarchy of him still getting offers for jobs, him still having a job, and she doesn't have a job, and she's a single mother, and she has to take care of her family. Yes, she should have thought about that, but we're not even talking about that lens right now. We're talking about the fact that he lied. He's probably still with his family, and he's still getting offers. And women are coming up, calling her names, being rude, being nasty. I don't even know. She said she didn't have a TikTok, so I don't even know nothing about that part. But she has no job offers, and he has all these job offers. And that is what's wrong in our society. We as women, well, not me, because I don't do this, but we have birds and we have the patriarchy. It's so ingrained in us. How could you do this? How could you be with somebody? How could you? She only knows what he tells her. That's all she knows. And if you sit and think about it and quit thinking that you're the victim, or you're mad because she's doing it, we need to put onus on these men that are lying and doing dirty things. His career should be over. He literally is the CEO or something like that of whatever the business is. I tried to look him up again, but I couldn't find nothing. Of course. Um, and then he's still being able to go work. He's still being able to go provide for his family. Granted, it would be cool if the wife came out to say something, but she's not going to say anything because she's probably not going to leave. But men can literally be incompetent and they can get anything, rude and nasty, and women still want their approval. Like, that's what it's showing me. And she's talking to them and stuff like that. People, nobody really caught them at work or whatever. Just like, when are we going to stop the patriarchy and like stand 10 tones down? Women can really rule the world. As we see, they're trying to not let women rule the world, but women can rule the world. But we're so blinded by patriarchy. The fact that women are coming up to her saying things, she's like, men's not even saying anything. I don't know if that's because men don't care, they don't want to, they see it on social media, but that thing was viewed so many times. People don't think to step, like, at the end of the day, everybody's human. If they make a mistake, if they don't make a mistake, she said that was a mistake. I necessarily, if she said she made a mistake, she made a mistake. He made a mistake, but at the end of the day, they're human and they're getting treated totally different. And they're both white, they're both high up, and then it makes it look bad on the outside because it looks like she slept her way up, because that's what she's saying. She's saying people are like, well, what did she do to get here? What did she do to get there? Whatever. And so it discredits her whole journey. Discredits her whole career trajectory. She's like, she's been working since she was 14. Versus him, there's nothing there, allegedly, because she said that he still got a job. She said they don't talk anymore. I guess I'm not really surprised. Now, would have been tea is if they went and got together, like that couple off of America's, what is that show? The ones that they left. It was like Good Morning America, right? Didn't they cheat on each other and now they're together? Heck, yo, I don't know, but and that was a black man, I think a white woman. Let's see what jobs they get. Um, and so she talks about also like how all these clicks and stuff like that. She's like, I just want people to know like these are real lives. This is real stuff that's happening. Yeah, we know. And I thought the irony was funny when she's like, well, all these clicks, these people are getting paid from each click. Yeah, girl, you work in technology. You know how clicks happen. You know how viewership is. So I was just like, they're going to be making money off of you. And I was like, that's actually what we need to talk about. How these TikTok, Facebook, shoot, YouTube, like these things are making money off of us. People are bored. They don't have any hobbies because you're just sitting here scrolling. You're doom scrolling on TikTok. You see it. She thought it was going to blow over. It became so big, but it's because of their reaction. If they would just been calm and just chilling, probably nobody would even said anything. But their reaction is why it kind of did it. And Coldplay people did not make it any better. They said they're either really shy or they're having an affair. Boom, 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 boom. But it's like people are not like they don't have hobbies. So this is their hobby. Scrolling on TikTok, showing this, talking, doing videos and stuff like that. But we already know that that's making money on it. And so for her to say that, I'm like, just girl, like you work in technology, we know that you do that. But also you did this to yourself. So that's why I'm like, I can't feel bad. You did this to yourself. You literally started messing with your boss. We couldn't do nothing about that. That was all you. That was not us. But I think in the conversation I was cracking up because Oprah was like, and what did you tell us? What did you tell us? And why did you want to do this interview? She's like, because I wanted to have a voice. And what did you say on there? You said this is your only interview. Oprah had me cracking up. And Oprah was like, yeah, but you said this, you said that. She's like, yes, I did. I thought it was weird to like have the crowd. I was like, what is going on? Why is the crowd like why do we have an audience? I was like, is this the Oprah show or the podcast? I was so confused about that. And then she was also talking about like the world lacking empathy, but I'm like, the world as we are people are mean, and I'm like, that's just where we're at. Like people are like, oh, the world, this world, this world, but like we make up this world. And at the end of the day, people are not kind because they're mad, they're sad, they're hurt. People are really not that kind. I don't want to say everybody's not that kind. I'm just saying people. Like as a human society, like we're not that kind. So it's like, have we lost empathy? Do we even have empathy? We're not. People are not thinking about empathy when they're like, oh, they see you cheating on your husband or he has a wife. They're not thinking about that. They're seeing a video that's going viral on TikTok or something like that. People have empathy for people who they know. People don't have empathy for random strangers. Now, would they love random strangers? Yes, they do love random strangers. She also talks about how her ex put out a statement like, hey, we're getting a divorce or separation. And I think she said that's why she don't talk to Andy, because she's like, he lied. He didn't put out that. He said, me and my wife are going to do this. I'm embarrassed. Blah, blah, blah. Y'all see it. Y'all go follow my TikTok. I'm not a therapist because I posted it. I read what he said because I was just like, how about you not cheat on your wife? Like, put the onus on yourself. And he was like, we just want to know, like, people do the cam thing all over. Like, people do cam things at basketball arenas. Don't be with somebody that you shouldn't be with. That should be the lesson, because they do that. And he was like, 1 second can change your whole world. It can. But if you was with your wife and not your love interest, it wouldn't change that. I think they got like free tickets. I'm not for sure or not. They just kind of like thought about just going to the concert together. She was like, they were spending time together and stuff like that. And so I was just like, that's crazy. I just think social media is going to be like a downfall because there, like, people feel so much hate to just cyberbully. Like, cyberbullying is crazy. I get we're talking about this, we're having a conversation. I'm not bullying the girl because I don't even know. I'm just having a conversation. But like, cyberbullying is crazy when they're telling her to like off herself or forget your kids or you shouldn't, like, the comments are very, very hateful, as we see. And we don't really think about trespassing. Like, we really need some legal action to not make everything public. That's what I'm saying. Like, everything should not be public because some of like that is very trespassing. Like, I don't know if she can sue the people or whatever she can do about this because she said she's a single mother. I'm like, well, baby girl, it sounds like you didn't live paycheck to paycheck. You got some money somewhere, or you got some shares in something because she's not working. And also, it's like, I don't know, it's like who's gonna hire her, maybe who's not gonna hire her. I don't know the lady. I don't know the lady's name. So I'm just like, oh, okay. But like, if you see it, you be like, okay, Coldplay. But she's like, she doesn't listen to Coldplay no more. And I don't know if she hates the music, but she's just like, she doesn't listen to it no more. It was very traumatic. So I think like, she's just like, that was a very traumatic event that happened in her life. And it's like globally. So that's honestly really sad. And it's just like, where do we go from here? And she's like, oh, I've done it too. I mean, this is like share stuff, things stuff. But yeah, you share stuff, you show stuff, and then you're just like, dang, it can happen to you or something happened. Like there's just so much stuff online that we talk about. That's why I really try to be like um very careful with what I post online. If it's about me, yeah, like but like I just try to be really careful on Twitter because you just never know what's going to happen. I try to get off Twitter, baby, because maybe I just don't even know what I be saying on Twitter. Okay, and don't go over there and look at it though. I haven't been on Twitter in years though, honestly. Like it's just so much happening. Like it's so much happening on Twitter. I can't even focus on it. But I'm just like, where do we go from just like being social, having fun, to like people spewing hate every single day in the comments, doing this? And it's like y'all take cyberbullying to it to the next level. Like, okay, you might disagree with somebody, you might not like it, but like to go in their DMs and comment and send them messages and stuff, like what are we doing? Like that's just way too much. Like I'm like, there has to be a line, and the line has literally not been drawn, but y'all are crossing the line. Like to go to people's comments and comment on their stuff, send them private messages. It's like you're bored and you have nothing to do. Like I don't even have enough time to do any of that. So that's what I think about. And I think about how women are so nasty. You're so nasty to the girl who I guess is the mistress, but it's your man cheated. So your man has loyalty to you. Like I don't like that your man has loyalty. People should have loyalty and just be like good human beings, but of course we see that that's not always going to happen. But your man has loyalty to you instead of, and you're not going to leave your man like that girl. She did not leave her man. So y'all are being so nasty to the mistress, but that man ain't leaving the man. That man ain't leaving. That girl's not leaving her man. So what are we doing with that? That's all I gotta say there. Um, but like, so why are we upset with the woman, the mistress, when we only know what that man says? And now that we know men lie, what are we to do about it? We can't do nothing about it. Men lie. That's what we do know is men lie. Okay, that's what we know. And like at the end of the day, she's human. Like she's a mom, she's a daughter, she's a sister, like she's a friend. And I just think that like we need to come back to the core. Like people are people, people are human. If we want to say human this, human race, human, like we're not treating people like humans. You treat them like they dogs. I mean, I don't know, because people treat dogs better than humans sometimes. So next topic. But she works in advertising technology. I thought that was very interesting. Like, okay, girl, you might want to. Shoot, I would said, now if it was me, I said, baby, I would turn this into some money. I'd be writing a book. I'd be doing everything because I'm about to get my money. But that's just me, because they say all publicity isn't bad publicity, whatever. This is bad publicity, but you could be like, I don't know. I don't want to give you a butt time, but I'd be like, I was the other woman, but I had to turn the book, turn the page. Okay. Like, you might as well make money off of it. People hate you anyways, and people love a good villain. They want to know what you learned from it, what you did this, what you did this. Girl, write a book and keep it moving. Um, but I just think that like the hate, like y'all hate women, but there's no hate for the man, and he just lollygagging and doing his own day, doing his thing, and they both was married, and he had kids too. I can't really find the woman's name, but I think the woman like changed her Facebook page or took her name off it. But she has to live through it too. She has to live through all that as well. But if she ain't saying nothing, everybody coming out here making think pieces and stuff like that. But we need to really start holding these men accountable. But we're never gonna hold these men accountable because again, when it's patriarchy society, that people act like men are the prize instead of holding the men accountable, we're holding women accountable. Women be lying. I'm not saying that women don't lie, but what I'm saying is in this thing, she thought it was a one by one. Like she thought they were separated, that she didn't get no paper, she didn't get nothing like that. But I just think that everybody deserves, like, if she wants to speak, she wants to have her truth. She wants to say what she said. She said that they didn't really do anything and that they just did the Coldplay together. They were a little too close comfort for me for it to be the first time that they, hugged or something like that. That's what Oprah was saying. She said, now say this. Now, didn't you say this? Didn't you say that this was the first time that y'all did that? Now, what else did you say? But I don't know if I believe everything that she says, but I'm just saying that when are we going to hold them accountable? Women were being nasty to her. People were talking about it. This isn't the first time a CEO cheated, and it won't be the last time a CEO cheated. And it won't be the last time that people mess with their employees. Like, it just won't be the last time. Like, there's a million years left on this earth. It won't be the last time. Now, do they say to not do it? They do. But how many people do it? Clearly, people be getting married, people at work. Um, I don't know if people just don't care anymore about it. Like, okay, maybe it's not like if it's not your boss or whatever, like, okay, don't do it on your boss. People like don't um sh where you get your money at, eat at, or something like that. Like, so don't put them together. But it's just like sometimes it kind of just it gets a little complicated. So it's kind of together. I would just say be careful, as in like maybe it not being your boss. If it's your coworker, it's different and stuff like that. But don't listen to me, child, because I don't know. It can either go good or it could go bad. So I just think, but shoot, let me know in the comments. Have you messed with your employee? Like, have you messed with an employee at your job? Have you talked to your boss? What do y'all think would have been the best way that she could have handled this situation? Do you think she should have spoke or just kept quiet? Because it happened like last June. I wonder if a Coldplay concert kept going, and her life has. She said like, her life has changed within these 6 months. I think it's kind of getting better a little bit now. She did an article because everybody's like, why would she speak? Why would she speak? So she did an article. And I think Oprah reached out. And baby, when Oprah reaches out, baby, when Oprah reaches out to you, you just gonna do the interview. Okay. You just gonna do it. They're like, why would she resurface it now? Child, the girl needs a job. Okay. She needs some money. Okay. I don't think she got any money from Oprah or that article. But she's like, baby, I need a job. I need to speak. I need to say something. But she said, I'm speaking because you can either go hide out and do nothing, or you can speak and say your truth and move on. And I made a mistake, and we're gonna do it there. But the baby, I'll be spinning that around. But I hope she's doing well. And that's what I'm saying. Everybody wants to talk about mental health and do this or whatever. Y'all don't care about these mental health. Y'all don't care about these people's mental health. Y'all don't care about these people. If these are people, you wouldn't care. You wouldn't go up and talk to people as she's at the store, she's at the soccer game, she's at the like. Y'all don't care about mental health. So I hate this whole mental health. I don't hate mental health, but like I hate people like mental health, the mental health. Y'all don't care about these people's mental health. Y'all care about clicks and views, and that's why I always try to have integrity when I do videos and stuff like that about what's going on and not be going hard on people. Oh, she was saying people was talking about her looks and her hair, but baby girl, her hair grew out and it's blonde. And I think Oprah also talked about too. Just think, because she's a white woman, so like, what if she was black? What if she was Hispanic? What if she was bigger? What if she, just how she kind of got shunned, not shunned, but like how she kind of just got grace over because she's like an attractive woman, like blonde hair, blue eyes, and stuff like that, or whatever. But baby, she grew that hair out. She grew that hair out. She dyed her hair. Period. She's, I'm not gonna look like I went to the Coldplay concert. So that's what really I have to say about the whole situation. Those are my thoughts about it. But I really think that women, and we're gonna say we care about mental health, we need to be kinder to women. We need to be this, like, we need to stand up against the patriarchy. Like, we cannot fight the patriarchy if y'all are with the patriarchy. That doesn't make any sense to me. So we need to stand together, unite, and fight the patriarchy. And that's all I gotta say. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I will see y'all there. Now, catch y'all. If you watch Blue Therapy, I'll be going live for that. And catch that on the next Lieshiaslounge. Bye.